Rise and shine. It is March 14th. It's 8:04 a.m. I earn a living selling PDFs on the internet, and this is another day in the life video. I think this is number 5, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Have a lot of fun doing it, where I just kind of document what I do throughout the day. It is Friday, so I'll update my numbers right now. So I'm sitting at $138 in sales selling PDFs. Don't have a bunch planned today, but gonna kind of update you guys and gals on kind of what I do on a Friday, kind of my workflow, and just kind of give you a little peek inside a day in the life. I am talking with a guy right now. I'm building out a funnel. I've been running ads for a couple of different PDFs, and they're doing okay, let's say. I'm profitable. My first order of business each and every morning is I adjust my Facebook ads. So I look over the last 24 hours and I make adjustments. If I make a sale in an ad set, I increase the budget 10%. If I don't make a sale, I decrease the budget 10%. Typically, not with every ad set. It kind of depends on how long they've been running, but that's what I'm doing right now. Yesterday I spent $242, and Facebook shows that I only made $222 in ads. So I actually lost $20, about $21 yesterday with ads. Facebook's tracking is not the best. I did make quite a bit of organic sales, so I was profitable yesterday overall, but with the ads it's showing negative 21. However, this morning I've spent 78 and I've made 138 with ads, so I'm profitable about $60 right now. So I'm making changes, making some tweaks based off of yesterday. Today is a Friday. Fridays are typically for me better days with ads. Sundays are my best days, so I kind of adjust the budget and kind of how I approach it a little bit differently on Fridays and Sundays, because those are two of my best days of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday typically suck for me for whatever reason, and then I adjust the budgets accordingly to those days. I don't scale as hard on those days, and I scale it a little bit harder on Fridays and Sundays. So I'm chatting with this guy about the funnel. So let me kind of give some math and how I'm thinking about this investment. So right now my funnel, my average order value is $41, which is the average transaction size. And I've been running ads since the end of November. And back then I think it was like around $35-ish, so it's trending in the right direction, but it's been taking a long time. I'm testing different upsells, I'm testing different downsells, different order bumps, all with the goal to increase that average order value. And this guy has a funnel, and I'm confident he can get me to, let's just say, $71 average order value, which is a big difference. At 41 and then 71, that's $30 difference. And I'm averaging, let's say for easy math, about 10 customers a day. So 10 customers a day times $30 average transaction size, average order value, that's about $300 extra each and every day. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get me to $71 overnight, but it can happen rather quickly, especially if you're I'm spending about $320 a day in ads. It can happen pretty quickly. So how I look at it, this guy charges $5,000, which you might think, wow, that's a lot of money, but not really if you think about it. I'm looking at it as $30 increase per customer. I'm getting 10 customers a day. It's costing me $300 each and every day that I don't hire this guy or somebody like him to get my average order value in that $70-ish range. So that's how I'm looking at it. So if you did the math, $5,000 divided by 300, it's about 17 days. And again, I'm not saying it's overnight, but it can happen like within 30 days. So that's how I'm looking at it. Also, if he can increase it and I have an average order value of $70, $75, even $65, $70, $70, I am going to be much more confident in cranking up my ad spend because I'm much more profitable. So I would ROI a whole lot faster. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at it as what is this going to cost me? I'm looking at it with the mindset of what is this costing me not to do? So I'm looking at it as each and every day that goes by is costing me $300 not to hire him or somebody like him. It's 9:27 in the morning, so let's just check the stats real quick. And oh, look at that, 262, not bad. So another couple of sales came in. I'm going to jump into my school community. So I have a paid school community, or a community for my customers, some customers, not all customers. And I share a daily prompt. It's called DTC, Daily Threads Challenge, where I share a prompt, but they can use it on any social media platform. But a lot of people in this community are from Threads, and I share it every single day. I've done it every single day since December 1st. So every Friday, I just do the Share Your Wins post. So I just made that post today, or just now, I should say. Just daily prompt for 3/14/25, and then I say share a win from this week on Threads, Instagram, whatever platform you use. I have a belief that there's no such thing as a small win. A win is a win is a win, and it should be celebrated. And a lot of people will be like, oh, this might not be impressive for most, but I gained 4 followers today, or this might not be impressive for a lot of you, but I made $100 or whatever it is. And it's like, no, don't diminish that. Like, be proud of that. So I don't like when people say a small win, or oh, it's not as big as others. No, fuck all that shit. Celebrate it, be proud of yourself, give yourself a pat on the back, and get back to work. So that's a post, and then I'm going to dive into Threads, and I spend 25 minutes every morning engaging with my community, just commenting on posts or comments from my profile in the last 12 to 18 hours. So real quick, I use this tool. It's 100% free. I use it probably 4 to 6, 7, 8 times a day. It's called a tomato timer. Let me show you. So here it is right here. It's 25 minutes. And then when I find a task to do, for example, I'm about to comment on Threads. I click the start button for 25 minutes. I just comment. That's all I do. So I use this timer all the time for different tasks in my business. I just Google tomato timer. It's 100% free. This thing forces me to focus on the task at hand, and it's one of the biggest cheat codes that I use in business, and how I'm able to get so much goddamn work done and not work a ton of hours each and every day. It's because of this tomato timer. So start using a tomato timer with whatever task you do. It's a game changer. Something about having that timer going and you can kind of see it in the background or up on the window. I don't know, it forces me to focus on the task at hand. I have a product called the Digital Product Challenge, where it teaches you how to create and launch a digital product. And when you launch your digital product, I become your first customer. That's kind of the unique twist. That's the carrot on the stick that I dangle. It's linked right down below if you want to grab it. I launched it in August of 2020 during the pandemic. And at that time, it was titled 300 Extra, which the idea was helping you earn an extra $300 every month selling simple little ebooks. That was kind of the premise of it. At the time, it was $7. And I still had the I will become your first customer. I got an email last night from Rob, who bought it probably in August or September of 2020, so almost 4.5 years ago. And he sent me this email, and I want to just read part of it. Really, really cool. Like, I think somebody's cutting onions around here, but this is really cool to read. He says, hey buddy, I continue to be inspired by your tips, insights, and advice. Without it, I wouldn't have achieved as much success as I have in my publishing career. Since joining your Digital Product Challenge, I've published over 20 different books through KDP, which is Amazon Kindle, and other online publishing sites. My level of sales continue to grow every month, which makes me happy, but my true joy comes from the number of smiles I get on my face every time I tell someone I'm a published author. People always want to know how to go about writing a book. I always direct them your way. Super cool. This is a customer of mine from 4.5 years ago. He's still following me. He's given me some praise and some love, and helping him, or inspiring him, I should say, on getting him started. And it's led to 20 different books that he's published on Amazon. Now, again, the Digital Product Challenge isn't about publishing a book on Amazon. That he went ahead and did that. But super, super cool, because as entrepreneurs, you question yourself, is what I'm doing matter? Is it making a difference? And then I get this email out of the blue. I haven't talked to this guy in years. I didn't even know he was on my email list anymore, because I started a new email list last summer. And he found my new email list. He's on it, and then he sends this lovely message to me. So super, super cool. It makes you feel really damn good. It's like, okay, this is the work that matters. It is making a difference. He feels pride to tell people that he's a published author. And it all came from this silly little PDF. I think at that time it was 23 or 25 pages that I sold for $7. And here he is 4.5 years later sharing that testimonial with me. His testimonial is actually, in fact, on the sales page. His name's Rob. You can scroll down and see it. So really, really cool. Makes me feel good. It makes it those bad times, or those lonely nights, or the constant self-doubt, getting like messages like this out of the clear blue sky. Again, I haven't talked to this guy in years. Really fucking cool. I got to get back to him and thank him for this message, and thank him for not just making my day, he made my entire week. So it's 10:29, just looking at sales, still at 262 right now. Just having some engagement over on Threads. A guy reached out to me over on Instagram. We were connected on Facebook years and years and years ago. And he shot me a DM on Threads. Shot me a DM on Instagram, but he also commented on a post of mine on Threads. And he said, hey man, I shot you a DM over on Instagram. And those DMs said, hey man, do you remember me? And I was like, of course I remember you. I said, heck, I even remember your wife's name, and not because it's creepy, but just he would always speak very highly of his wife, and I just remembered that from years ago. And then he said, "Hey man, I'm getting back into this. I work a job now. I'm looking to get back into this and monetize and build a personal brand. What products of yours do you suggest?" And he says, "I see you have quite a few of them." And he says, "Do you have do you offer all of them? Can I buy all of them?" And I get that. I don't get it all the time, but I do get people reaching out asking for like an all access pass or like a bundle of everything that I offer. So I need to do something like that. I've left a ton of money on the table by not doing that, by maybe opening it up. I was thinking like opening it up once a month, maybe, the Piss Off Boss bundle, just because that's my brand on social media is Piss Off Boss. Opening like all access pass or Piss Off Boss bundle, 5 days out of the month, and they can get everything of mine for, $97 or something like that, so might be doing that here very, very soon. His DM as well as other people's DMs has got me thinking I should probably put together something like that and be a man of the people and give my audience what they ask for. So I just finished up the email with 10 minutes to spare, so I wrote an email in about 15 minutes. I got it scheduled to go out. Avoid this toxic mindset I had for years. I schedule out my daily email just about every single day at 4:15 Pacific Standard Time. Now I don't have any data on that time. That's just something I like to do, and I've just kind of started doing it. Or I've been doing it for a while. It used to be 4:17, but I use ConvertKit, and you can only do like increments of 5, so it's at 4:15. So basically the email was the lesson that I learned earlier this morning. Or not the lesson I learned, the lesson I shared earlier this morning about playing to win and not playing not to lose. I find a lot of people, and I was like this for a long time, I was playing it safe, I was playing small, I was playing not to lose, but investing in yourself and getting a return and hiring an expert, hiring someone who's been there before, it's going to speed up the process. I'm going to go a whole lot faster. So that was the lesson that I shared in today's email. So I'm going to wrap that up, and I'm going to go take a little bit of walk. I do 10,000 steps each and every day. It's 11 o'clock and I've only walked 369 steps today. I've been sitting on my ass all day, so I gotta go get a few steps in before I go to lunch. I'm out here getting my steps in. I do 10,000 steps each and every day. It's March 14th. I live in Las Vegas. I grew up in Michigan. I left Michigan because I was sick of the gray skies and snow in April. And I just checked the weather. It says 48 in Vegas in the middle of March. Feels like 37, like with the wind chill. 37 degrees in the middle of March in Vegas. I got duped when I moved here. I thought it was sunny. Well, it is usually sunny. Today it's not. But I thought it was 75 and sunny in the wintertime. And it was like Charlie Brown when she takes the football away. It's not. Vegas gets really, really cold. December, January, February, and now here we are into March, and it's freezing cold outside. Me and my partner are going to lunch at Roberto's. It's the finest burrito shop in all the land. I've been coming here for 15 years. I get the same thing every single time, called the California burrito, so we're going to dive into that right now. So it's 1:02. We just got back from lunch. It's called Roberto's Taco Shop. It is such a delicious, delicious place. So, $2.89. Not many sales have generated since this morning, and I think it was a $27 sale for the Piss Off Boss Playbook. Link down below if you want to grab it. How I am generating 10 to 15 customers each and every day with simple content like YouTube videos, Instagram, and then simple ads on Instagram. But we just did lunch. I'm very frugal. I'm a frugal motherfucker. We do go out to eat like once a week. Like I don't like spending money on going out to eat or things like that. So that's not like a normal thing that we do. Just figured, hey, let's go out to lunch. It was $25 for the both of us, and I made a $27 sale. So I guess broke even at lunch. I'm gonna get in. I got a little bit of work to do, but not much else to do. Like, it's Friday. I kind of take it easy on Friday. The kids are gonna be home from school. They have spring break starting next, or like the end of school today. Their spring break. They're off of school all next week. I'm not sure why that is, because Easter's a month from now. But when I grew up, we had spring break right around Easter. But these kids nowadays have it a month before for whatever reason. So I'm gonna get to doing a little bit of work. I'm gonna go ahead. I think do a little bit of jump roping. I'll check in here in a little bit. So it's 2:22 Friday afternoon. Had a couple of big sales pop in. So sitting at 511 today. So I had a guy reach out to me this morning on Instagram. I think I had mentioned it here earlier in the video. It's a guy I hadn't talked to in several years, and he reached out on Instagram and just was like, "Hey man, I'm checking in, seeing how you're doing." He ended up going through and buying a bunch of products. He placed 2 orders. It ended up being $222 in total. So that's why it brings it up to 511. But I want to show something. I launched a PDF 18 days ago, and it's called the Piss Off Boss Playbook, and it's how I'm generating 10 to 15 customers each and every day. And I want to share, let me share the numbers real quick. So I launched this 18 days ago and sitting at just crossed over $10,000 with this one PDF. Now there's an upsell in place. There's 2 order bumps in place. So it's not just that PDF, but it's just that offer. Crossed over $10,000 yesterday. So it took 17 days from the launch of the PDF until I broke 10,000. And I just wrote a post on Threads, and I want to share that here in YouTube. Like, I've done this every time I put out an offer, and it fucking works. So steal this 4-step strategy. Number 1, I do things in my business. I learn things. It could be from a YouTube video. It could be from a post on social media. It could be from an ebook that I bought from somebody, or a course, or a conversation, or something. I learn things, and then I go do things, and I try things. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is I document what I'm doing. I talk about it here on YouTube. I talk about it on Instagram. I talk about it on Facebook. I talk about it in Threads. I share what I'm doing. I share the good and I share the bad. I'm not scared to share the negatives. The other day I shared how I lost $200 in ads. I'm running ads one day on it, I think Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, and I was open about that. I'm not bullshitting. I'm like, hey, I lost $232 yesterday on ads. And people appreciate that. So that's step number 2. Step number 3, after I'm doing things, people start asking me how I'm doing it. I started running ads at the end of November. By mid-December, people were in my DMs saying, will you teach me? Do you have a course? Do you have a coaching program? Do you have a product? Do you have a PDF? Whatever it is, like, could you teach me? So people kept asking. I kept documenting. More and more people kept asking. So I was like, okay, I'm going to package up what I've been doing lately and put it into a PDF. And that's what I did. And I launched the Piss Off Boss Playbook. I think it was February 26th. February 26th. I think it was February 26th. And then, so I create an offer around what I'm doing, and I share it. So that's it. It's a simple 4-step strategy. Number 1, I do things in my business. Number 2, I document what I'm doing, the good and the bad. Number 3, people ask what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. And number 4, I create an offer based on what I've been doing over the last month, over the last 3 months, over the last couple of weeks, whatever it is. I package it up into an offer and put it out there. It's a foolproof way. I've been doing it since last July. I've probably put out 9 or 10 offers since last July, following that same 4-step framework. Now, not every offer is a clear winner. This one, it looks like it's looking pretty damn promising, but that's it, that you can take it and run with it. Go back and rewind the last 3 minutes of this video. It's gold. Take those 4 steps, run with it. Anybody can do this. You don't have to pay money to do this. You just go learn things, go do things. You could do it with weight loss. You could do it with parenting. You could do it with building a better marriage with your spouse. You could do it with business, growing on social media. I mean, it applies to any niche, any industry. It really doesn't matter. Go do things, document what you're doing. It doesn't take long for people to ask you what you're doing, and then put together an offer after they start asking. I am en route to pick up my son at school. Every Friday I pick him up, and then we go to Sonic to get slushies. They have buy one get one free, or 50% off, same thing I guess. Every from 2 to 4, it's like a happy hour thing. And so we each get a slushie, and then we get one sometimes for mom, and we get one for his sister, and me and the kids each get nerds in our slushies. Even at 43, I put nerds in my slushie. So he's about heading to the car right now, and then we're going to go to Sonic and get us some slushies with nerds in it.
Thank you for choosing Sonic.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You're welcome. Me too.
It's 6:18 right now. I'm heading up to get some pizza, Little Caesars. I don't do it all the time, but if it's a $500 day, I buy
we go out to dinner, at least on like a Friday or Saturday. Not all the time. I'm a frugal motherfucker. I don't like spending money going out to eat and stuff like that. So I try to limit it to once a week, even though we did lunch today, but it was only $25 for lunch, so it wasn't like a lot of money. But I'm tight with money when it comes to going out to eat. I know that's one place that people just piss away so much money is going out to eat, and then they wonder where all their money is, you know. So I don't like spending money going out to eat. Plus, I don't eat healthy when I go out to eat. So anyways, going up to get pizza. I did have another sale come in. I think I'm sitting at $538 for the day. So a pretty damn good day. Any day above 500 is a good day. So happy with that. But yeah, I'll report back. We've been watching Cobra Kai, the karate show. We usually watch 1 to 2 episodes every night. So we're going to have pizza, and then we're going to we all lay in our bed together and watch 1 or 2 episodes. So that's our exciting Friday night. But it's a great show. It's a good, there's a good underlining, quite a few good life lessons and good message in that show. So I'm really enjoying it. The kids all 4 of us are really enjoying the show. It's if you got kids, it's got a good message. Some sexual stuff, which I'm not a big fan of, but other than that, it's a cool show with a really good message.
All right, it's 11:45 at night. We did family night. We finished off the pizza, watched probably 4 or 5 episodes of Cobra Kai, and it's 11:44 Friday night, and I'm wrapping up with $538 in sales. A really slow afternoon. I'm paying a lot higher cost per click. For the month of March, I've been paying about 67 cents per click with Facebook ads, and today it was $1.35, which is weird. Yesterday was $1.19. Usually I don't pay more than $1. So that's kind of interesting. The last 2 days it's been quite a bit higher. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm uploading a YouTube video actually right now, kind of meta, another day in the life video that I'm publishing tomorrow morning. But I'm going to wrap this up, but a pretty good day. $538 in sales. Had a couple of big sales come in this afternoon after lunch. It was $222, which was about half of the total, but pretty good day today. A pretty good Friday. I'm going to wrap it up. If you have comments, questions about earning money selling PDFs on the internet, drop them down below. I'm an open book. I'm happy to answer any questions if you need ideas. If you have interest or passions and you're like, Adam, I don't know what to create a PDF on, drop it down below. I'll give you a couple ideas. I do it over on Instagram and people find it really, really valuable. So anyways, hit that subscribe button before you make a comment. I appreciate you. Thank you.